Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to another episode. I'm actually painting. So I figured I'd talk to you guys a little bit while I painted. Let me tell you why I'm painting. And then I'll tell you where I'm painting. And then I'll tell you what I'm talking to you on. There's all sorts of interesting things in this episode. So stick around. May seem boring. It depends on your interpretation of boring. I'm staying at the house of a friend of mine who owns a company called Recumbent PDX. PDX is the airport code for Portland. I didn't know that for the longest time. I know a lot of airport codes. I've traveled all around the world. The Detroit airport code is DTW, but they don't celebrate DTW like people in Portland celebrate PDX. In fact, there are a lot of things in Portland that celebrate the moniker PDX. It would be like going to Detroit and having like DTW Cafe, DTW roller rink, DTW Park, all sorts of different DTWs. I've traveled a lot of places in the world, and I've never been to a city that celebrates its airport code quite like Portland. Anyways, my host owns a recumbent trike store called Recumbent PDX, and he is victimized by one of the craziest situations I've ever seen in my time in the United States. The graffiti and the use of vandalism as an outlet for anger or frustration. I don't know why they do it, but is so commonplace that my host, my friend, has to have the graffiti removal service on his speed dial. Since I have been staying with him just a few months, not only have my tires been slashed by vandals, but everywhere you go, there's graffiti on everything. In particular, my friend's business, they graffitied the windows, they drew a penis, they wrote F-U, they wrote all sorts of different, 4 or 5 different times. Actually, there were multiple penises, so there's that. But in one occasion, they tagged his sign. This is his sign. And it's a big wooden sign, and it's hand-painted, and they spray painted over it. And when you spray painted over it, there was really no way to repair it. Let me show you how big this is. It's a pretty big sign. And you can see I've sketched out the logos, because what I had to do was I took this whole sign and the words that were on it, and I first of all took some transfer paper and I wrote the whole sign on transfer paper so you could see through it. And then I'm sort of proud of this. And then I painted the sign really clean yellow or white, really clean white. And then afterwards, I took a, I don't know where it is, big long screw, and I painted it white, and then I laid the transfer paper over, and I just pink, and I basically made prick marks all around, and then I drew the logo again, and now I'm in the process of repainting it. The other side is finished, which is underneath the table, and so as I'm painting this, I was thinking, why don't I test out some of my new equipment and tell you guys what's going on? This is the facility here. And all of this white that you see, all the way from there, all the way this corner area, all the way on this wall, and all the way back, 4 coats of white. And so I have been painting this for the past few days. I've been here from probably 11 o'clock all the way through till probably around 11 o'clock or midnight. Right now it's almost 1 in the morning because I want to finish that sign. But he's allowed me to use this space, and the van fits here really, really nicely. So I'll be working on the van in between helping him with this facility. And now, okay, this is something very cool. This is another thing I wanted to talk about. This is the DJI wireless mic. This is a very cool mic. This is going to become probably my primary mic in the future. I'm trying to figure it out and trying to use it properly. It has a little magnet. So I can take this magnet and I can put it on my shirt just like that. Basically, I could put it anywhere. I could wear a jacket over it. Now, as a test, why don't I give you an idea of just how large this facility is. I will put the camera down and I will walk around and have a talk. This here is a stack of his material. I made my floor out of this material here. And that over there is his CNC machine, where he's going to cut all sorts of interesting shapes. And then, let's see here. Over there is going to be the wood and a wood shop and a construction center. Over here is going to be assembly. And so you'll have a lot of vans. You'll have 1, 2, 3 vehicles here that will be coming and going pretty quick. So you'll have like 3 vehicles that'll be coming, getting simple stuff like maybe a single floor or some electrical components installed, stuff that can be done within like probably a day. Then over here you'll have a room, a couple of rooms that will house the CNC machines. He has one CNC cutting machine, but he's probably going to get another. As a matter of fact, he's picking up a lot of really interesting projects from builders who are looking for him to fulfill components of their builds. So like you might have a builder that's building a lot of vans every year, and they might not be very good at the electronic side of things. They're really good at cabinetry. They're really good at framing things out, but they're not really good at integrating electronics. What he can do is he can use a CNC machine and build a box, install all of the electrical components, pre-wire them all, make sure that they're all appropriately linked together for voltage and amperage and wire gauge and everything, and ship it off to the builder, and the builder can take that box, pop it into their pre-existing van build, and then voila, it's done. Yeah, let me go over here so you can see that. So over here, you're going to have the wood shop. This is where they're going to be like table saws and stuff, assembling things together, maybe gluing and connecting things. And then way over here, by my van here, this is where the main area is going to be for long-term builds. So like my van, which would be considered a long-term build, is getting like the entire interior done. Probably going to be here for a month or more. And that's going to sit here, and he's going to have 3 bays there. Beyond that, and I'm testing out the microphone, well, I hope it sounds good. Beyond that, you're going to have this area here where vans and vehicles can kind of drive through and come all the way around. It's quite a space. Sort of excited to have Sam help me, and also to let me help him to kind of start to bring his dream to a reality, because he really has a lot of ambition, and it'll be interesting to see this place take shape and sort of have my fingerprint on it as well. Oh, I can show you some other stuff. So first of all, I can show you, now that I have this microphone here, I can show you the backside of the sign that I'm making. Yeah, the other cool thing about this microphone, there's 2, so if I have an interview, I can interview somebody. It goes in its own charging box, which is so cool. I have been waiting for this for probably 6 months or more. I've been waiting for this microphone. It got held up at B&H. Oh, I have manual focus, so I was out of focus as I walked away. I made a mistake. Sorry, that was bad of me. As soon as I walked away from the camera, I went totally out of focus. Anyways, I've been waiting. Yeah, I noticed it when I had this up because it wasn't in focus. Anyways, you know what? We're always learning, right? So anyways, this is a great microphone. Let me show you what the backside of the sign looks like so you can see what I'm trying to paint. And if you want a recumbent trike, check out Recumbent PDX. So let's see here. So this is what I painted already. And it's pretty nice, right? Pretty cool. So I'm on my way to doing this side. So just show you that. So up there at the top is my awning. I have a really nice Dometic awning that's gonna like give me a beautiful shaded area over the door of the van. I have my refrigerator here from Dometic, and then my heating system there and my air conditioning system. These boxes here are all basically the interior wall kit that I'll be installing over this weekend. That's what I'm sort of preparing to do. But what I wanted to show you was a sample that came in of a material that I'm going to use on the roof of the van. Maybe it's over here. I was looking at it. Yep, there it is. So what some people do, put this under my arms. So what some people do for the roof of their van, if they want to put a deck up there, like they want to hang out up there, they'll use a material like a composite decking material. And it's really nice stuff. I had some samples around here, but I don't know where they are right now. Really nice stuff, but very, very, very heavy. So you can put it up there, but by the time you finish, you've added like a couple of 100 pounds of girth to the top of your van. So you might have a really nice deck up there, but it's also making you a little top heavy. So I started looking around for different companies that made different materials, and I found one called Aquagrate, and they make commercial materials for like water parks and recreation and all sorts of different uses. I really thought I had that around somewhere, very close to grab. I found this material. I called the company in Houston. I got in touch with one of their salespeople, Bill. Nice guy, really nice guy. He's in France right now. And they make a product called Aquagrate. This is it. Now you might recognize this. This is a material that sometimes you'll see at a water park. If you're going up the water park steps all the way to the top, it's very, very resistant to chemicals, resistant to salt, resistant to water and moisture. It's a pultruded fiberglass material. It's very, very strong, can be mounted in a lot of different ways. I mean, really, really strong. It's got a grit to it, like a walking path grit. And I'm going to put it on top of the van. It's kind of a unique surface to put on the top of a van. So I might be the first guy to use this on the top of his van roof as a decking material. Plus, it's really light. Look at that. It's literally cut specifically for strength, without sacrificing, its lightness. So, yeah. So that's pretty cool too. Anyways, I'm going to be painting the sign, and for the next few days, I will be building the van out here at the Just Roaming Design facility. It's really not much right now. But in the end, you're going to have a lot of rooms here, and I'll be helping to build those rooms in. And along the way, we'll be sort of turning this van into a finished traveling machine from which I need to kind of get rolling and making some good content with, because my channel has been stagnating and I've been in a bit of a rut. But it's about time to kind of press forward, and knowing that I actually have everything that I need and the facility to do it in is very cool. I don't think that it'll be 100% finished before I leave at the end of May to go to Czech Republic to start doing my cycling adventure. If you guys haven't heard about that, check out the last video or a few videos back. But it's going to be fun. So anyways, that's the update. I'm going to get back down there and keep painting. I might actually put the camera up and just do a little time lapse. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to end with the time lapse, and I'll catch up with you when I'm finished with the sign. Hopefully I do a good job. All right, I think that's a pretty heavy coat. I really gobbed it on. So I'm gonna let it dry and put everything away. And that's finished for the sign. I'm gonna leave the tape on it, and then tomorrow I'll evaluate if maybe I need to do another coat. It wasn't 1 o'clock in the morning like I had said. It's actually 12, quarter after midnight right now. And I'm going to put some wax on the van because I wanted to wax it and get it clean and waxed, because tomorrow I'm going to start that interior kit, and I wanted the exterior to be all good to go. So anyways, take it easy, guys. Jayoe. Yeah, we'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.